Well, look, everybody's here. Hi, everyone. Jeff in Las Vegas. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. So we got Emma, William, Emily, and May. Is that right?
Yes, perfect.
All right. Well, May, let's start with you. Inbetween Girl. What a wonderful coming of age story. I mean, I've seen so many in my life. It's one of my favorite genres. You know, getting older, you kind of like seeing how some things have never changed, no matter what generation it is. But it's such a complex, layered film with not only the her coming of age with school and with her family and sexuality, and it just touches on everything. So I was wondering, what is your take on the coming of age genre with this film?
Yeah, I think, it is definitely a coming of age film, but like you said, I think, there are some deeper elements there that we're not afraid to touch. Like, I love that we talk about sexuality, and I love that the film has kind of a conversation about, race. And yeah, I think there are kind of a lot of really cool elements that make it a very relatable coming of age film, but also a unique one.
And Emma, Emma, does Angie like Liam or what? We want to know. And I hear he has great eyebrows too.
Oh, yeah, no, she absolutely does. She absolutely likes him. But of course, it's more complicated than that, as is everything. And obviously, she doesn't want to admit to herself at first that she likes him because they're buds. He has a girlfriend. He's not very nice some of the time, but shenanigans ensue when boys climb in bedroom windows. What can I say?
And he seems like the typical jock too. If there was a geeky guy, a nerdy guy, totally different attitude. But he's when a jock kind of attitude, that comes through immensely with that character. But William, your character Liam, he says something a girl doesn't want to hear. They just want to be friends. That's awful.
Oh yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, Liam, like I think what I imagine is he like on some level cares about Angie and likes her, but no more than he like has an ego and cares about himself. And this, like somewhere inside of him he likes Angie, but like overall he's selfish and egotistical and manipulative, whether he realizes it or not.
And Emily, your character, it seems like the least likely friend to Angie, and who wears salmon?
Your dad apparently, and kind of me right now. I just realized that. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's beautiful about that relationship is, I mean, stereotypically, of course, it seems like they would be very, it'd be unlikely for them to be friends. But I feel like in real life or anything, everyone can find anything in common with anyone. At least I hope that. So I think anyone can really become friends, but especially, Cheryl and Angie really hit it off. So even though it doesn't seem that way in the beginning, I think that's what, kind of spoiler low key. Sorry about that. But you know what? Beautiful. I think their relationship is so nice. So
yeah, especially the best presentation on Shakespeare I've ever seen, by the way. And May, how important is Angie's artwork to her?
I think it's incredibly important. I think it's, her form of therapy. It's her form of expression. It's her form of kind of, figuring things out. All of the art she's doing and all of the photos she takes and all of the vlogs and, footage is all for future Angie. So it's all very much a conversation with herself.
And Emma, I think my favorite moments in the film are the exchanges with her mother. It could be something as funny as finding a condom wrapper and she's trying to explain to a private school that it's part of an art project, or just her cuddling on the couch with her when she needs her the most. It's just, there's such an extreme in emotions between her mother and Angie. So I was wondering, tell me about those exchanges with that character.
For sure. I think Angie's relationship with her mother, I think she really needs her a lot of the time, but there are so many factors that separate the two of them. There's the fact that they don't look like each other. There's the fact that she's always working and Angie is dealing with her problems and doesn't feel like she can mess up, I think, to her mother because her mother's a hugely successful woman in her industry and is always on it and is always also always frustrated with Angie for one thing or another, because Angie's, typical messy teenage girl. And so there's so many things that build up over time to the point where Angie doesn't feel like she can tell her anything but so desperately wants and needs to. And then of course that all culminates in that scene. And yeah, it was really great working with Liz Waters, who played Angie's mother, Veronica. I think we really developed that relationship along those lines, because I think it's really common for a lot of teenage girls to have that relationship with their mother, and especially mixed teenage girls with different race mothers. It's a whole other factor thrown into that bag.
Absolutely. And we've never seen that before. So I think that's another groundbreaking aspect of this movie. And then May, you asked me what was one of my favorite films at South by Southwest this year. It's Inbetween Girl. I absolutely enjoyed it immensely. I appreciate all of you talking to me this morning. And when you have a chance, come out and visit me in Las Vegas. We'd love to have you here.
We'd love that.
Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Jeffrey.